Greetings. Around about 6 months ago, SanDisk released their new PRO-BLADE SSD system, which is this. So you've got mags. These come in 1, 2, and 4 terabyte models. And then what they originally released for reading the mags is what they call the transport. And the transport has a USB-C connection on the back and allows you to connect it to cameras, mixing desks, whatever, for the purposes of recording your stuff. And then it makes it really easy to pull the mags out, swap them, put into a computer for ingest, etc. And I've been really happy with them. I've now got 3 of these, 2 of the 4 terabyte models and 1 of the 2 terabyte models. SanDisk, when they came out, they were a little pricey, but they have actually reduced the price on them, which is why I ended up getting a couple more. And I'm even using it right now to record what you're watching. So, the SanDisk is connected via USB-C to this Blackmagic video assist. And as you can see, the light should be blinking up here. And I can just leave it attached, the transport attached all the time to the video assist. And I don't have to worry about, disconnecting cables when I want to pull the media out to ingest it, right? So it's been really handy in that regards. When SanDisk released this stuff, they also had announced what they call the PRO-BLADE Station. And the idea with the station is that it's a Thunderbolt dock that you can put up to 4 mags in concurrently and do ingest at even higher speeds than you can get off of these transports. These transports do USB 4 up to 20 gigabit, but the reality is not a lot of devices actually support that right now, right? So like I don't actually have a computer that can do that. Ingesting at 10 gigabit on the iMac Pro is actually still pretty quick, but it'd be nice to be able to do it faster, right? And the station has now finally been released. And the pre-order that I had put in a while back has shown up. And so let's take a look at it. First off is a box on top with a little hole to pull it out. And let's see. So we have some literature. We have a Thunderbolt cable with a little strap that says 40 gig on it. We have a power cable with a little strap that says it's rated for 100 watts. And then we have a fairly large power brick that is presumably a USB-C power delivery output. Let's see if can't really see the writing. And then you've also got adapters for, actually you've got multiple copies of some, so like there's 2 US ones, well, 1 Australian, 1 Europe, 2 European, another one I don't recognize. And the one that is on here is UK by default, so I'm gonna switch that real quick. Trick is to push down and then slide forward. So US, because that's where I'm at. Close up the little power supply box, because one of the things is you can use this as a dock to charge a device like your laptop if it supports USB power delivery. And so then took the one piece out, and then the dock is in here like so. So let's pull that out, get the plastic off of it, and then I'm gonna put some of this back in real quick just so I can get it out. So the dock itself, it's got some rubber feet on the bottom, and then obviously it's got a bunch of grilling on both the bottom and the top for heat rejection. There is a fan on the back. It has these screw ports on the side that they advertise as being for mounting it to whatever your rig is, if you want to go that route. It is a little bit hefty. I think it's like 5 or 6 pounds, if I recall correct. On the back, power button, the USB in, the 2 Thunderbolt ports, and then a Kensington lock. And then on the front is obviously the 4 bays, and you can see there's actually a bunch of space between the bays for cooling as well. So if I grab one of these drives, you can see that it goes in and it sticks out, what, maybe half an inch or so, and they are very easy to put in and pull out. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the recording and get it hooked up to the Mac here so we can do some tests on it. Be right back. Okay, I've got the station connected to the iMac Pro now. Because it's Thunderbolt 3 data cable, 40 gig, it's a fairly short cable, sort of barely reaches from the ports on the iMac to being tucked under the left side here. I don't have any room on the right side. And then I have my Sonnet CFast card reader, which is also a Thunderbolt device, daisy chained through it. And here on screen, we've got Apple system information up, and we can see that it is recognized and says up to 40 gig, and also sees that the CFast card is daisy chained to it. And so now I'm going to stick one of the 4 gig cards or mags that I have in, stick it in here on the left, trying to do this without being in the way of the camera. That's blinking, and we see that the mag showed up. And then if I plug in the 2 terabyte, we can see that the 2 terabyte showed up as well. So now if we do Blackmagic speed test, and we will select target drive, and we will pick, here's the 2 terabyte, and click start. Error writing the test file. That's not good. What if we try the 4 terabyte? I wonder if it didn't like the way the 2 terabyte drive is formatted. 4 terabyte drive seems to be working just fine. They advertise, up to 3 gig reads. It's not quite getting there, but it is definitely faster than when it's hooked up via USB-C. These mags are Western Digital Black M.2 drives internally, so not necessarily their absolute fastest, but still pretty fast. Let's see if we go back to the 2 terabyte. Does not like it. So what if we open up disk utility. There is the 2 terabyte. And if we say erase, and let's make it exFAT for the purposes of testing, erase, done. Come back here, select, still got it, so open, start. So it appears it did not like the way that the SQ5 had formatted the drive, because now as exFAT it is working, and it is getting pretty much similar speeds as the 4 terabyte got with the 2 terabyte. And if we say erase again on this and do MS-DOS, and then looks like it's still selected, but just to make sure, and then say start. And for whatever reason, Blackmagic doesn't like an MS-DOS formatted drive, it seems, for at least for their speed test. And quit that out, and then we can say over here, eject. And you don't really get much of a visual status that the drive is ejected, apparently, on the enclosure, which is a little unfortunate. It'd be nice if like the light went out or something to tell you it was safe to eject. You can see over here, the icon's gone away. So I can pull that out and we're okay. I will go ahead and eject this one as well. And it flashed for a little bit, but then again, it's still showing as a solid light. Pull that out and good to go. So that was a quick first look at the SanDisk PRO-BLADE Station for the PRO-BLADE SSD mag system. I'm pretty excited about it because it'll make ingesting footage or recordings from the SQ5 a lot easier, because I can just leave it permanently connected to the computer and it's faster transfer than the transport is for at least my older iMac Pro that can only do up to 10 gig USB. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments and I will try to get back to you. Thanks. Cheers.